Mix 1079, it's Andre Styles and Mix Mornings, and glad to have in the studio with us, even though it's not bright, but it is early, Justin from Blue October. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for coming out here, especially so early. I know that you had the tour bus out there a little bit early than we were supposed to have you in on the air, but you were up and ready to go.
We like to party.
You and the fam?
Party. Me and my 9-month-old. He woke up at 6 this morning.
Is that his typical time to wake up?
Like 6:30, but on the bus, like it kind of, the generator goes. So usually he's been sleeping till like 9. So we're like, this is great. My wife and I are like, 9:30. This is awesome. What a treat.
It's like the little baby bassinet that has the vibration in it to put the kid to sleep.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. All of our kids have been raised on the road, and this is his first legit tour, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, he's going to be one coming up in April, correct?
Wow, look at you.
We do our homework every once in a while.
Yeah, he was almost born on April Fool's Day, but we said, just hold it. Hold it.
We don't want that. We don't need to be messed with. Yeah. So how's it been on the road with the family? Good?
It's amazing. It's just like at home. Being a parent is completely different than not being a parent. When you're a parent, you practice patience a lot, and then it's so rewarding. It's not on your time anymore. The only time that is my time is when I'm on stage. Other than that, it's so awesome to be on my kids' time. So I got a 4-year-old on the bus and a 9-month-old on the bus, and great people that surround me, great friends, and really good team, and it's just amazing. Everybody kind of works with each other. If all of a sudden the bus smells, we know exactly what it is. We go straight for the 9-month-old.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just blame it on him, even if it's somebody else.
Even if it's my road manager, Alan. We just blame it on the 9-month-old, right, Alan? Yeah, he's like, yeah.
So Justin, on the road right now for your an open book tour. You're actually going to be performing tonight at the Athenaeum downtown Columbus. And I saw you guys, Blue October, you guys were actually just down in Houston for sort of opening up the Super Bowl for pre-festivities down there performing live.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm really sad that the Houston Texans aren't at the Super Bowl that we're hosting.
Yeah.
But, it was cool that they called and asked us to come do the pre-show.
Well, and you guys were the opening band to open it all up. And being from Houston, you had the home crowd there, bring in the home band and to kick everything off. So that's great.
It was extremely cool. And there was like 8,000 people there. And, oh, man, what a rush when you got that many people there. And plus you're in your hometown. And
yeah.
And I made some announcement on the stage like, well, maybe next year, Texans. And everybody's like, oh, like, way to remind us. Oh, it backfired on me. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get to meet any of the players or anybody else around there at all?
No. Yeah. I had to actually move a show, the Connecticut show, right? I had to move a show and then Alan and I flew out that morning. We played and then we flew back out to come back out on here to see you guys. So.
Very nice. Well, you've been on the road doing the open book tour, and you did this about 2 years ago, correct?
Yeah.
Because that's the last time we had you in here, and that's when you released the open book album with just you and the guitar and the songs, and a lot of people know you from Blue October. But a lot of people might not necessarily know the story.
Right.
So, you've dealt with, and congratulations, almost 5 years clean and sober now. That is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm still going, wow, really? It's quite a blessing. That's all. That's the main thing I'll say. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go preach that it's for everyone, but I know it was for me. And what the open book tour does is kind of opens up an avenue for people that might be interested in a new way of living, and coming to see a show like that kind of lets them know that, hey man, there is a door open there if you ever want to walk through it and give it a try, because it changed my life.
Yeah.
And it allows me to be the best father and husband and friend that I could possibly be, and musician and songwriter. So it's quite a cool journey, and I just like to share it with people. And the other day, sometimes I go, man, I've been doing this tour for so long. Should I change it up, or I don't know? But it was confirmed because I was in a store the other day, restaurant, eating with my family, and this lady comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and she goes, I don't want to bother you, but I want to give you this, and she gave me this little box, and I opened it, and it was her 3-month chip, and she had 3 months, and she was just like, that album, and really helped me in these first 90 days. And I know how the first 90 days are.
Yeah.
And that's why I was just like, oh my God, it got me right in the chest, because I went to like a facility that helped me get through that 90 days. She was doing it on her own. And I was just like,
Wow.
man, I got to give you props.
Right.
So.
Right.
So it's cool, especially in the music world. It's so much more fun when you have a clear head, because I did it for so many years the other way, and I just don't remember any of it.
Does it still amaze you when fans or listeners come up to you and say, you helped me, you changed me, I heard your music, I've heard your story, and now I'm on that side. Now I'm clean, now I'm sober. You helped me with this. Does that just amaze you, and are you in awe?
I'm the most insecure person you'll ever meet, so I'm still like, man, it's the blind leading the blind here. I just try to do the next right thing every day, and then I sing about it. So am I grateful that they found a light in their life? Oh, God, yeah. Is it because of me? No way. They have to do the work. I'm just the soundtrack to it.
Yeah. When you're out on a festivals or tours, and do other bands come up to you and say, hey, do you have any tips for us? What can you tell us from being on the road or doing this for so long?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I always, like, this guy came up to me the other day, the 16-year-old kid, and he goes, man, I'm in a band. What, any advice? And I was like, what are you doing here? You should be out on the road.
Yeah.
You should be going and going and going. And if anybody tells you no, do it anyway, But you have to have great songs.
Yeah.
It's all about the song.
Well, and your sort of way of writing has changed.
Oh, yeah. It's a craft now.
Yeah.
It's a craft. And in the past, it was very, what is it? Very selfish writing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I loved the writing, but it was all about me, what's going on in Justin's life. And then when I made the change in my life, it was like an egg just cracking. And all of a sudden, there was this whole another way that I could write about for other people, for my friends, for my kids, for life. I did find that writing in a happy place or in a peaceful place was truly challenging, because it came out very bubblegum at first. And so I had to really sit down and edit it.
Yeah.
And I always said that when I was writing the album Home, especially the song I Want It, I went jogging. And jogging is probably one of the stupidest things you could ever do in my life. Running, like, for what?
Yeah.
So I was running, and I had the music in my earphones. And every time I wanted to stop running, I would tell myself, don't you stop. Don't you stop. You did it with recovery. Why can't you do it with jogging? And I was like, oh, so I'd keep and I wanted to write about that feeling right there and how it relates to life. As much as it might hurt sometimes, you just don't stop. You just chase that feeling of sanity and the feeling of passion and lust for life.
Has writing gotten easier then over time?
Not easier, like I said, more challenging. It's like when you want to build a huge home, that has some really amazing architecture. It doesn't get easier; it just gets more interesting and more challenging. And you can see the goal, and the process to finish it, and to step out of the box and do it healthy.
We're talking with sorry to interrupt. Talking with Justin from Blue October, and you mentioned Home right there. So the song Home off the album, also the video, very emotional video, I would say, because you incorporated not only home movies of you and the band members in photos, but of also your family.
Right.
And I mean, I've got 2 young kids,
right.
And you look back. My son's 5, my daughter's 8, and you're like, 5 years ago, that wasn't that long ago. But then you look at old videos and old photos, even though 5 years, and you start to tear up like, oh man, I remember those first steps or something else. And you incorporated that, and it's just you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Just there.
Just rocking out hardcore,
yes.
right?
Yes,
That kitchen. Me in the kitchen.
But no,
manly.
The video for that, I love the video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was quite a cool thing, 'cause I wanted to get everybody's family in the video and what they're proud of, and it was neat to see. The thing I love about the video, it's like I don't think there's enough. We don't show men out there enough that just truly love their babies, So that was the whole point of the video, was to show these 4 guys just how much they actually like love their kids, and I think it came across good. Except my mom, whenever she watches it, she's like, you put me in my nightgown again. She's standing out on the driveway blowing me a kiss in her nightgown. I'm like, babe, but you look so good. She's like, woo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's moms everywhere, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and then since you've been on the road, how's the neck doing? Because you just got a new tattoo.
Yeah, I just got a tattoo 2 days ago.
Yeah, the coffin tattoo.
Yeah, I finally got a coffin. I always wanted a coffin, and boy,
a little painful.
No, it's cool because today's day. I mean, that's how good life is. I can move a tour around certain cities where my favorite tattoo artists are, and play shows. Last night I played for maybe 200 people in this little bitty dive bar that was. The woodwork in it was so amazing and so cool in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to go get tattooed by one of my favorite tattoo artists who did my son's Gunner too.
Okay.
The last time when he was first born. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, but boy, it hurt.
Yeah.
But I got it, so I toughed it out. I think every other tattoo that I get is not going to hurt like this
compared
one.
to that one.
My chest eagle did.
Yeah.
My Cheagle. I'm going to call it Cheagle from now on. My chest eagle. My Cheagle.
Is there one that has the most meaning to you?
The one that has the most meaning is probably my boxer, just because it has my sobriety date on it.
Sure.
And just reminds me to never stop fighting.
Yeah. That's awesome. We're talking with Justin from Blue October. We're going to take a quick break, then we're going to jump back, and you're going to do the new single, I Want It, for us live on the air.
All right.
All right. This is Mix 107.9.